there, it's Darcy Sullivan from the Clinic Marketing Podcast and Propel Marketing and Design. Before we dive into today's episode, I'd like to take this opportunity to invite you to a brand new, limited time, on-demand webinar called How to Dominate Google Search, Google Maps, and AI-driven search results. This is designed just for clinics. In just 1 hour, you'll get a roadmap for boosting your online visibility, making sure people near you find your clinic first, all without paying for ads. You'll also walk away with a free patient-centered SEO action plan. If you've ever felt buried in the Google results or puzzled about how to rank higher for your targeted keywords, this webinar is for you. Register now by visiting propelyourcompany.com/learn or grab the link in the show notes. Do you want your business to stand out online? Well, today I am sharing with you 5 ways you can use AI to improve your Google business profile listing. Hello, and welcome back to the Clinic Marketing Podcast. I'm your host, Darcy Sullivan from Propel Marketing and Design. And today we are covering 2 topics that seem very popular on this podcast, and we are combining them together. And that is AI tools and your Google business profile listing. So your Google business profile listing is what controls your Google Maps listing and what used to be called your Google My Business listing. In the show notes for this episode, we will include tons of resources, including some beginner episodes that showcase how to improve and set up your Google business profile listing. But today, I want to talk to you about 5 ways you can leverage AI to improve your listing and make sure that you are getting noticed by potential patients and helping you to improve the number of calls and bookings that you get. Now, for these 5 tips, you can go to some of your favorite AI writing tools. We will also include some of those in the show notes. And we've talked about a lot of these before, but you can use ChatGPT, you can use Grok, you can use Claude, you can use really any of them that you feel comfortable using. And now I want to dive into you. So now that we know using AI will help you draft and speed up some tasks that you should already be doing. And we're going to dive into these one by one. But before we do, it's really important to remember that AI does not replace your judgment. What it does is it buys back your time. This is an option. When you are working with AI, you want to make sure that it still showcases your voice, your tone, and that you have read and reread everything that AI spits out and modified it as needed before using it. So the first way that you can use AI to improve your Google business profile listing is to revisit your business description. Now, if you've never filled out your business description, this is even better use of AI. But what we want to do is amplify your listing. Typically, or at the time that I'm recording this, in your business description, you have 750 characters. What I find, though, is that a lot of clinics miss the opportunity to use up all of that space to describe exactly what they offer and who they offer it to. So here is my solution for a fill in the blank, copy and paste prompt you can use. Rewrite our Google business profile description for a clinic type in city or area. We help then insert your ideal patients with the top and add your conditions and services. Then note the tone. Do you want it to be friendly, trustworthy, plain English? You can give it the description that you already have in there and ask it to improve it, or you can pull a description from your website to give it a style to go off of. But this is a really great use of AI. So once you have done your Google business description, next, I suggest your services. So with your Google business profile listing, you have a primary category and you might have secondary categories. With each category, you should have services. With each service, you should have a description. So if you don't have services, add your services. If you have services and don't have descriptions, add those. And again, you can go to your favorite AI source and say, create a service description for, and name your service. Or you can say, you can give it content that you have on your website and ask them to shorten it so that it makes a good description for each of your services. So, way number one to use AI to improve your Google business profile listing is to use it for your business description. Two is to use it for your services. Now, most people listening to this focus on services. Some of you have products. You can also use this for products, but I didn't include that because the vast majority of you listening would probably only use it for services. But once you've used it for your business description and your services description, you can use it for Q&A. So you can ask and answer questions in your Google business profile as the business. And what you can do is you can make a list of your common questions that are asked, or if you have an FAQ page on your website, you can drop those into one of your favorite AI solutions and say, based on these FAQs, and paste them in, write 5 to 8 Google Business Profile Q&As for type of clinic and name of location. Questions should match how patients ask them. Answers must be 2 to 4 sentences. Use plain English, HIPAA safe, no guarantees. Now, one thing that I do want to note on this is that if you have issues with parking outside, or if you need descriptions with your parking, please use one of your Q&As to address parking. Also use one of your Q&As to answer questions about first visit expectations. And you can also use one of your Q&As to ask and answer questions regarding insurance. And what this does is it helps reduce phone calls that aren't needed to your office, and it gives people more information before they book an appointment. Next, one of my absolute favorite ways to use AI with your Google business profile is to open up a Google Doc and identify the common themes that people have when they are leaving reviews. So let's say you're a chiropractor, and common themes, you can kind of group them together. Maybe there's a group of people that are leaving reviews because they came in for chiropractic care. Maybe there's a group of people that are leaving reviews because they had back pain. Maybe there's a group of people that leave reviews because they come in for a specific procedure, or they have a specific ailment, or they're pregnant, or whatever. So group them together, and you can go to, again, your favorite AI solution and say, I am type of clinic. We are type of clinic and name of location, and we always get reviews around fill in the blank. And please provide 20 responses to reviews of this type. And then copy those and put them into a Google Doc that all of your team members have access to. So then you can kind of go in or designate a front desk person to be in charge of responding to reviews, and they'll already have these amazing blurbs that reiterate the person's pain point. For example, if you're a chiropractor and people come in all the time with back pain, and you've got 20 responses for how to reply if somebody says that you helped them with their back pain, then you're able to mimic back the keywords that your audience is using in a way that's going to help you showcase what you offer and also save time and be more specific than just, thanks, we're glad to help you on your health journey. That you've got these specific or what seem to be specific responses. But again, you're making it easy because you've got this Google Doc that's just sitting there full of them. And then my last tip or hack or whatever you want to call it for using AI to improve your Google business profile listing is to have your AI tool come up with ideas for Google Post. And we'll also include in this episode show notes. There were a number of other episodes and blog posts that we have specific to your Google business profile post. So we'll include those as well. But you can ask it to give ideas about topics for your Google business profile post. Now, of course, there are other ways that you can leverage AI to improve your Google business profile listing, like asking it to make UTM links, which is an advanced strategy. You can ask it to clean up your services listing or give you some solutions for your services. Cut that out. And before we wrap up, I do just want to give you some things. Now, before we wrap up, I do want to give you a short list of things to avoid so that you don't get flagged. Don't add non-existing services or fake locations. Don't stuff keywords in your business name. Don't post medical claims or before and after promises if they are not accurate. Do not copy your competitor contact. Use your own facts and your own voice. And again, you can lean on social media. And again, you can leverage AI as a tool, but do not rely solely on it. And as we are wrapping up, again, here are those 5 ways that you can use AI to improve your Google business profile listing. 1, to help you get a refresh for your business description or add a business description if you've never added one. 2, to help you write out the descriptions of your services and your products if you offer products. To go ahead and do the Q&A seed questions where you ask questions and answer questions. To conduct or make a list of ready to go review replies. And again, to come up with Google Post ideas. All right. Well, thank you so much for your time today and good luck optimizing your Google business profile listing. Thanks for listening to this episode of the Clinic Marketing Podcast. If you found it helpful, please do share it with anybody else you think would find it helpful and or leave a review.